Well, dear students, in previous class we have seen small topic. Today also we will be covering a very small topic rather. Today we will discuss about yesterday in previous session we have discussed about apiculture, that is about honeybees, and we have discussed the economic importance of that. Today one small topic we will be covering, that is known as fisheries. Fisheries. It is also known as aquaculture. It is also known as aquaculture. Now, if we say fisheries, that will be confining to only fish farming or growing of the fish for the enhancing the food and for the other fish products. So that's why, in a broad sense, this technique is also known as aquaculture, that includes the rearing, farming of aquatic animals for food, for other benefits, like that includes fishes, that includes crabs, that includes prawns, includes lobsters, pearl oysters, and other economically important animals, aquatic animals. Such a broad technique, broad method, the process, the strategy to increase the food is what is known as aquaculture. So in aquaculture, we also see about pearl industry. You know pearls, they are produced by pearl oyster. Right? Oysters belong to phylum Mollusca. You have studied in previous class, in previous year. And then the pearl oyster are used in jewelry. Right? So fisheries, aquaculture. This is also known as, right? This refers to blue revolution. Blue revolution. In dairy technology, the same chapter I told you about white revolution, that is the enhancement of production of milk and milk products by dairy technology. The techniques were introduced by Dr. Varghese Curie, our own Indian doctor, hailing from Kerala. Now, after this, we are studying about blue revolution. What is blue revolution means? Here, the fishes are reared in artificial ponds, in water bodies, reared in the water bodies, in the ponds, in small lakes, right? They are cultivated, they are reared here, they are taken care. Different varieties of fishes that are used as food are reared in artificial ponds, right? By taking care of their food, feed, right? By taking care of their other requirements. So such a culture is what is known as aquaculture, and such a revolution by which we can increase the fish production and fish as a source of food. Such a revolution is what is known as blue revolution, right? That is nothing but Indian Central Institute of Aquaculture and Fisheries in Bhubaneswar, North India, right? Bhubaneswar, mostly Orissa it is, right? In Bhubaneswar, clear? This institute is there, right? Where by year, in 1 hectare of land, in a year, 85,000 kgs of fishes, edible fishes are reared. So such an enhancement has led to what we call as blue revolution, like how we call as white revolution in case of dairy industry. Blue because the ocean water appears to be blue because of the reflection of the sky. You have studied in physics all those aspects. So hence it is known as blue revolution. What is blue revolution? It is the cultivation of fish and other aquatic animals for the enhancement of the food and other products. So how here, per hectare of land in a year, 85,000 kgs of fishes are being reared and cultivated and marketed as a source of food. Hence it is known as blue revolution. Now, as far as the fishes are concerned, fishes are as food is concerned, clear? Fish as food is concerned, we are going to discuss, right? Clear? You all know edible fishes. Some of them are, right? Clear? We will not only cultivate fishes here, crabs, oysters, lobsters, right? Mollusks, pearls, etc. The edible fishes are concerned. What do you mean by edible fishes? The fishes that are used as food, that are used as a source of food for human beings. Fine. Clear? Are known as edible fishes. In them, some are freshwater, and other are marine water. Marine water. Most of you might have seen fish market or fish shops where most of the people will be checking their gills. This is the correct point here. Try to understand how to identify whether this fish is fresh. I'm not talking about fresh water here. Whether this fish is a fresh here or it has been harvested before a very long time before and has been preserved in ice. Right? Clear? How to check out that? Means that you have to open the gills. No? It is covered by operculum. You have studied in osteophytes. Right? So when you open the operculum, the gills should appear blood color, crimson red color, dark red color, blood color. It should appear. Then that is the indication that these fishes are fresh. It means that just maybe 2 or 3 days before they have been harvested from the sea or from the water. So these gills should appear red in color. If the gills have turned blue or dark brown or blue in color, that indicates that these fishes are very old. They have been preserved in ice for a longer time. That's the smartness to check out the fishes. Now let's talk about freshwater fishes. The fishes, edible fishes which are reared in freshwater are carps, common carp, what we call as common carps. There are many different varieties of this common carp. Clear? Then catla, clear? Ruhu, fine. These are the different fishes, freshwater fishes. As far as marine water fishes are concerned, hilsa, sardine, pamphlet, pamphlet. These are the different marine fishes which are used as food, popularly used as food. There are of course many other are there. Hilsa, sardine, pamphlet, butterfish, butterfish. Clear? There are many fishes. There are many other different fishes, etc. Clear? Understand? So these are the fishes which are commonly, usually reared for the purpose of food, and we also use it. Fish is a very good food. Seafood is a very healthy food because sea animals don't usually get infected with any of the diseases, and we have so far never come across seaborne diseases or waterborne diseases. We have, but not from these animals. Fine. So these animals, since they are there in the water, they will be always clean, and seafood is basically healthy food. You might have heard about tuna fish. Tuna, it is a processed food. A processed fish. It comes in boxes, in canned foods. Tuna, the small fine pieces of minced meat, like fine pieces of these fishes will come, tuna fish. So these are the different fishes variety which are used as food, very commonly available in the fish market, in the fish shops. Fish is a very healthy food because it contains vitamins, essential vitamins, lot of proteins, rich in proteins, and very less as far as carbs are concerned. I mean to say carbohydrates are concerned. If they consist of less of carbohydrates, and since proteins are bodybuilders of the body, proteins are very much required here. So these contain a lot of proteins, and different vitamins are present in the fishes, particularly vitamin C, vitamin D, and vitamin A also to some extent. So these food are a very good source of food. And nowadays they are reared, you might have seen, in small villages also. Aquaculture, fisheries has become a very common nowadays. It's a good business also. Though some of the students who have many lands, who have this what we call Krishi Honda here, there is a scheme of Krishi Honda. Most of the farmers and farmer children might be knowing, might be aware of this. In Krishi Honda also you can rear fishes in big tanks, and some also you can rear edible fishes. So fishery. Apart from that, the different edible varieties of fishes we have seen. Different varieties we have seen in aquaculture, that includes here. And then when we talk about the economic importance of fishes, this way we ask for 2 marks. Economic importance of fishery or aquaculture means to say that it can be asked for 2 marks. Very important topic. Economic importance. One is basically as a food, a good source of food, edible, because it contains a lot of essential vitamins. Essential vitamins are required, like vitamin A, vitamin D, to some extent vitamin E, and few minerals like calcium, magnesium, iron, all these are there as a source of food. Clear? Then cod liver oil, fish liver oil, fish liver oil, cod liver oil, very good for this is used as a medicine in the treatment of arthritis, in the treatment of joints pains. Right? You get capsules here, capsules also processed capsules, cod liver oil capsules. They are used as medicine. In medicine also they are used in order to cure the joint pains, arthritis. Right? For massage also, cod liver oil, liver oil from the fish. Then fine powder of salivary glands and bones powder, and fish glue, which is obtained from head part of the fish and the fins part of the fish. It is used in many industries such as paints, right, polishes, right, varnishes and other industries. They are used, and they are used as a cleaning agent in case of wine industry, brewery industry, alcohol industry, wine industry. They are used as a cleaning agent, right, softening a cleaning agent, right. For aroma also they are used, right. Then shagreen. It is nothing but the skin of shark. It is used for binding purposes, leather binding, sword covers, right? Sword covers, prestigious book bindings, and also it is used for different pockets, for wallets, for persons, for pouches, right? For covers, sword covers, all those things. Shagreen is a very costly thing. Nowadays, some crazy people are also making seat covers for their vehicles, for their cars. Out of this, very costly also. Shagreen is skin of shark. You have studied about shark in the previous class, in the previous year, right? The skin of shark is used as shagreen. Yeah. Fish liver oil, cod liver oil, right? Cod liver, so commonly what we call as cod liver oil. Some doctors will prescribe this to the people who are malnourished, right? Who are suffering from vitamin deficiency. Their cod liver oil capsules are given to them. This is the economic importance of fishes, right? So here we complete animal part. So in this chapter so far, just to brush up the previous part, because from next class onwards, totally different diversified topic will be starting, that is known as plant breeding. So far what we have discussed in this chapter, I want to recall. Clear? In this chapter we started with different techniques and the strategies for the enhancement in food production. In case of dairy production we have discussed, poultry we have discussed, exotic breeds we have discussed, leghorn, white leghorn, right? Then we have discussed indigenous breeds like asil we have discussed, right? Then dual breed Girirani, Giriraja we have discussed as far as poultry is concerned. Clear? Then as far as the cattle breeds are concerned, we have discussed about the Halikan, Ongol, indigenous breeds, then Swiss, fine Swiss brown, HF, Holstein Fierce and Jersey as far as the exotic breeds of cattle are concerned. In case of dairy industry, white revolution we have discussed about that, dairy products we have discussed, food products we have discussed, how much of food. Then we have discussed about the different types of animal breeding. One is known as inbreeding, outbreeding, outcrossing. Then in case of interspecific hybridization, we have discussed close-related species are hybrid, interbred, like horse and donkey. Fine, mule we have discussed. Fine, economic importance of mule we have discussed. Then in this chapter again we have discussed the special techniques of breeding that includes artificial insemination that is included here. Then after that we have discussed about MOIT, multiple ovulation and embryo transfer. It is also known as super ovulation and embryo transfer. This will be asked for your exam, SOIT or MOIT. After that we have discussed about the sperm sexing, the different technique of separating the sperms. After that we have discussed about apiculture in the previous session. Apiculture, rearing of honey for food, economic importance of honey, medicinal values of honey we have told. Fine. And after that small topic is fisheries. So here when we complete this topic fisheries, we complete the part of animals. In the very beginning of my class I have told you, human food comes from two major sources. One is known as plants, other is known as animals. So in this first part of this chapter, we have discussed about animal aspects, the eggs, milk, meat, right, all other things. These are the source of food, different sources of food from animal source. Now in the very next topic of this chapter, same chapter, we will be talking about plant breeding, where we talk about plants, their breeding aspects, right? General procedure, very important question for 5 marks will be asked. After that, we will see biofortification, how to enhance the nutritive value of the common crops, common vegetables, common fruits. Then we will talk about single cell protein, it's very important topic, microbiological topic. Fine. Massachusetts Institute of Technology have done it. Fine. Dr. William Carlson has done it in 1966. We'll talk about that. The single cell protein, obtain proteins from microorganisms to enhance the protein production. After that, we will be talking about plant tissue culture, very important technique, very important as far as our country is concerned, because you all very well know that India is an agricultural country. So the students who are aspiring, who are seeing for agricultural BSc, agricultural MSc, the research in agricultural field, interested in those courses, this chapter is very important for them. And this course, this is for dietitians, for all those things, for even for doctors also, it's very much required, this chapter. So in the next coming up topics, we'll talk about plant breeding, different types of breeding in plants, general mechanism of plant breeding we'll discuss. We'll talk, we'll separate topic, very important topic. Then we'll be talking about biofortification, then single cell protein, then plant tissue culture. Plant tissue culture, very important topic, as because lots of research is going on in plant tissue culture. That is nothing but transgenic plants, how to make transgenic plants. In the beginning of this chapter, we'll talk about hybridization of the plants. After hybridization, we'll be talking about the advanced technique of transgenic plants, how to make the plants transgenic. That will give an idea to the next chapter, my next chapters on biotechnology. After this chapter, I will be taking about 2 more chapters on biotechnology. Then most probably the human reproduction, reproductive health I will take up. So this chapter till here is like half of the chapter about animals, concern about animals. Do watch this class repeatedly and revise all those classes before the next class, because in the next class we start the different topic that is about the plants and plant breeding and the different advanced techniques of plants. I hope it's clear. A very short class, in fact. I do understand about that, because I wanted to complete this small topic, very important topic. So keep studying. God bless you. Good luck. Take care of yourself. God bless you.